Happy Friday, Dr. Love Cherry. Welcome to the special quarantine edition of Nerd Alert. We're about to get started. We are streaming on multiple things right now. Thanks for coming in. We're going to get started in a couple minutes just doing the usual advertisements of the stream. Loved the stream earlier, Dr. Love Cherry. I don't know what, Super Seducer 2? I got to get that game. It was this game.
Yeah.
We're like... So what I picked up on it is you were trying to help this total buffoon, like, score. And then there would be, like, a guy, like a love doctor. If you made a wrong choice, he'd give you why the choice was wrong. It's one of those... Anyway. Crazy game.
Yeah, pick
But
your own.
Dr. Love Cherry was streaming it, and it was absolutely fun.
Nice.
It's absolutely fun. I'm coming into your stream more often, man, because that was a fun stream. Let's finish... What am I doing? Let's finish advertising on these Discords, and then we will get started. Special quarantine edition of Nerd Alert. If you guys are missing a con, if your Comic-Con was delayed, we're actually re-airing the Fan Expo Special that we did last year. Actually, exactly last year. Since there's no Dallas Comic-Con this year, and we can't go this year because of the whole illness.
Either the quarantine.
The illness. Yeah, we're gonna play that today. Also got some news on Westworld, news on Mandalorian, news on director's cuts of movies and stuff. But also, if you don't know, our Comic-Con special has Q&As from William Shatner, Rainn Wilson, oh God, his name, the Shazam, what's his name? Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
And also an interview with Patricia Somerset, who played Zelda in Breath of the Wild. So that's in the special, along with whatever we're talking about today. It's gonna be fun.
I get it.
And she makes those noises.
I do. I got distracted by Facebook.
How's everyone's quarantine going, by the way? And we're gonna get to the YouTube comments here in a second. I've got 3 different things going on right now. And she's on her phone. She's not even doing anything for Nerd Alert. She's just on her phone.
Now I am.
I know you so well. Okay. Alright. That's done.
Do I have to share this?
Yeah, just go ahead and share it. Alright. In Facebook, play the 9/11 game. Been waiting for part 2, Two Towers, 2 Hours edition. Too soon, well, I'm out. You didn't even let that simmer, David. You did not even let that simmer.
What?
He literally in 3 sentences. Play the 9/11 game. Been waiting for part 2, Two Towers, 2 Hours edition. Too soon, well, I'm out. He only gave it 1 comment and then he was out. Eric, boobs, cool. Stephanie, this music though, it's royalty-free punk. Is it? Let me see. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, you're right. That is like way too intense for what we're going for. Hold on. Yeah, that's like we're gonna murder someone on stream. There we go. Let's go to the usual. There we go. That was loud and abrasive, and I'm sorry. It was fine until my Switch died. I'm stuck in Breath of the Wild. Am I playing Maximum Carnage? No, but I want to. I do. When Maximum Carnage comes out for, what's it called? Nintendo Switch, when it's on the Super Nintendo lineup, I'll definitely play Maximum Carnage. I had Maximum Carnage in a red cartridge. God, I would love to play that again.
And a red cartridge.
Mm-hmm,
Wow.
because Carnage was red, see? There was
Yeah.
Venom and there was Carnage, and Carnage was in red. Very underrated. I think most people just remember that game for the cartridge and stuff, but that's actually one of the hardest and most underrated Spider-Man games.
So I was gonna say, you remember that I was a 90s.
It did sound like the Maximum Carnage soundtrack.
I was into the 90s Nintendo and Super Nintendo and all that.
This was 90s.
And I don't remember that. I guess that's just not
I'm
something
sure
my
if
brother and I
hold on. Let me show.
played.
I'm gonna show you a picture, and once you see the cover, because I meet people like you all the time, Misty, who doesn't remember the game, and then they see the picture of the game, and then they're like, "Oh, that." You don't remember that? Seeing that on
it's
shelves.
Possible. You know, I know I've played a Spider-Man. They're selling that on Etsy.
They are selling it on Etsy, but it's probably just the box.
Anyway,
Yeah, just the box.
That's odd. That's really odd. But no, I'm sure I've played it.
It was beautiful inside and out. So glad you guys could join us. Let me ask Misty if she needs to do anything.
That's what I put. I had shared yours. Do I need to put?
Yeah, just go ahead and share.
Did I need to put the Twitch?
No. We got Facebook, we got
Okay.
Twitch, we got YouTube.
So they just hit play. Oh, they just hit play. I get it. Sorry, I don't ever watch Facebook Live. I don't ever watch Facebook Live.
Sturdy, how's it going with the emotes? We're talking to like 3 different chats at the same time.
Oh.
I'm blowing her mind right now. She did not know this was possible.
We've only done this once, but our stream.
Oh, I've heard that before.
My back hurts. Stop it.
My bad. When you get older, it's just like you ignore jokes and you just focus on your body pain. That's what it is. My back hurts. What'd you say? It was a great video game.
My back really hurts.
I hear you. I'm sorry. We sit on stools. I'm sorry.
I hate the stools.
Let's get gaming chairs. But gaming chairs are like...
They're not going to be tall
Gaming
enough.
chairs are massive. So new Nerd Alert tradition. We start every pre-show with a cup of coffee.
Always.
And that was before you started streaming. Hey, Sturdy up top. How's it going, Joe? You see? All 3 different chats in one.
I see.
I have mastered the internet. Joe says, hi, Misty.
Hi, how's it going?
So yeah, I have mastered the internet. We got a special Nerd Alert today. If you've been watching since the beginning, then you already know what's happening today. We've got a couple things of news going on in the dork nerd world, and then we are re-airing our Dallas Comic-Con special, which includes Q&As from Rainn Wilson from The Office, William Shatner, Zachary Levi, and it also includes an interview with Patricia Somerset, Zelda from Breath of the Wild. Yeah, we can say that.
And there's more.
We almost got thrown out of Comic-Con getting an interview with her. What's up?
I was like, there's more. We got a lot more cool stuff.
You're also gonna see, like, we showcased a bunch of booths at this Comic-Con. We showcased a bunch of them.
They were all Texas. They were
all Texas-based, and basically they're suffering right now through all the whole quarantine because they don't have any cons to go to.
Yeah.
We've put up websites and put up info on these places. If any one of these places just tickles your fancy, I should find a better term than that, but if any one of them tickles your fancy, go and check them out.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons we're showing the episode today, because we were thinking about all the nice people we met in last year's venture, and thinking about, like, oh man, they can't, like, what do they do? They're not doing anything right now, you know, so we should help out, and they all have an online store and everything. But let's continue to sip coffee. Let's welcome everybody. How are you enjoying your quarantine so far? Not really a big difference, huh? It's not even.
I mean,
we watch more Netflix shows.
Yeah, we watch more. I mean, I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm still going to work, but
her job's not being chill.
I'm clean. If I'm not taking out orders, I'm cleaning. So, like, I'm hardcore cleaning.
I am getting in the online or home telemarketing game. So if you listen to my voice and you hear it on the phone later this week, don't tell me to go fuck myself or anything, or tell me to. I'm just trying to pay bills. That's all I'm trying to do.
Dr. Love Cherry, I get to work from home. The last 2 weeks have been bliss.
Dr. Love, so Dr. Lovecherry's enjoying it. Bring on the purge.
I mean, I feel like
sturdy. Bring on the purge.
I feel like I'm gonna stay alive. Like I have
the annual purge.
Annual.
Let's do it.
The annual purge.
And I'm still working myself and Dr. Lovecherry. Hey man, thanks for stopping by. I love everybody
Awesome.
that comes in here. Everybody just friendly with everybody.
I
love how these two want the purge, and then before they actually get the plan's emotions, they're like, oh, well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Let's do the purge. Yes, let's do the purge. This isn't my first time here. Oh, yeah, no, this is not Dr. Lovecherry's first time here. I believe he came in during a Final Fantasy 14 online sesh, and that's where Dr. Lovecherry, I was in his stream earlier today, and that was one of the funniest things ever. The demo stream. Yeah, the demo stream. Oh, you know what? It could be... Basically, God told me, hey, Dan, stay inside. Everyone stays inside. The Final Fantasy VII remake's coming out. I think this is God's way of getting everyone prepared for Final Fantasy VII.
The poopy thing is that my birthday is in 6 days. And that's also the 2-year anniversary of our stream.
It is.
Our Twitch channel.
I started it, I officially started the Twitch stream on your birthday. She was going, man. I'm just gonna start a Twitch. That's what I'm gonna do. That's not what happened.
That's not what happened.
Because
that's not
funny.
me.
It's not funny. It's not funny, Dan. Just
but,
don't show up on my porch in a white button-up shirt and a black backpack. Okay. If you've got people showing up on your porch like that, I'd call the police. Read into the picture. I know Dr. Lovecherry. He's a fucking legend. I love his stuff. Give me love, motherfucker. Especially, oh my god, that had me rolling. It really, LOL. Thanks, man. Well, I'm sending you enough toilet roll to last a lifetime for your birthday.
Sweet.
Like we said on a previous stream, do not send us toilet paper. We drink a lot of coffee. We always have toilet paper.
We're set on toilet paper.
We poop like geese, okay? We multiple. We could have been on Dr. Phil one time. We could have. The amount of times we poop.
Oh my god. I don't know, like...
I'm surprised I'm not in the bathroom right now.
I wonder, I'm like, if there was one thing that I would consider, I would think of that I stress by, would it be coffee? Would it be tea?
No. You just started doing a little tea phase. I don't know how long that's lasting, but you've been on the coffee game.
I'm trying to think of, if there's one thing you could say that I have stress bought. Would there be anything?
I would just say coffee. English tea? We have had, what did we have last night? Ginseng?
Well, that's honey lemon ginseng tea.
Honey lemon ginseng.
But
we had Earl Grey.
No, I
tea.
don't like Earl Grey. No. I'm talking, watch. Just hold on. No, I like Twinnings, I think is what it is. I love Twinnings English breakfast tea.
Ooh, Yorkshire tea.
What's the other brand that I got?
Yeah, Twinnings.
Twinnings is the English breakfast tea. I recently started drinking that 3 months ago, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of going around knocking on doors of elderly people to see if they need anything. That's not part of your purge plan, is it, Sturdy? You're serious about that. That's like a heartwarming thing you're doing. That's not the purge thing? It's not the... I'm sorry, I gotta see what side you're on right now. Because earlier you called for a purge, and now you're saying you're gonna go knock on... My wife is the biggest tea lover ever. Awesome.
Ooh.
She's leaving the show.
No, hold on.
She's abruptly leaving. End of show, guys. We do have to...
I'm going to look,
She is now going to read the teas.
Yeah, no. I got...
Inbox me your details sometime, and I will post you some good tea and some English treats.
Nice.
You know what sucks this whole thing? We were going to go over to Scotland in August. We were going to Scotland in August. We were going to Scotland in August. We were going. And then, the flight... The flight prices dropped because of this virus, so we were just like, oh, let's wait a couple days. Let's wait till it hits the golden number. And then just all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
And then we felt bad for like going like that and everything. We're going to Scotland for the Edinburgh Fringe Comedy Festival, which I don't even know the status of that.
Yeah.
But I was gonna hop up and do some stand up on that.
And I wanted to go. I wanted to go see if I could find the Loch Ness Monster.
She wanted to go see if she could find the Loch Ness Monster for some reason. And then we were going to go take a train down to London. Basically, we were on a look for Doctor Who tour. Now, we know Doctor Who doesn't really exist.
Mm-hmm.
But going to Cardiff would have been nice. Going to London, who knows? This whole thing might pass over. We might still get to go. Be able to pay for flights and pasta soon. I've got linguine. You want to come to Manchester near me? It's the best city on earth. We were going to hit all the spots. And yeah, Manchester was definitely one of them. I like the small talk before the actual show begins.
Dr. Love Cherry says, most of my family are Scottish, but they're from a town called Motherwell, rough as a cat's tongue.
Okay. I literally know Miss Colette here, that's it. So I've told you, Sturdy and Miss Colette are okay.
Yeah.
They're a thing.
Manchester.
They're
really
a
nice.
thing.
So
I don't know why I'm saying it like that. They're a thing.
Because you do this.
I do. I talk with my hands. She talks and I'm for the sign language audience.
Yeah.
Except it's all wrong. Like that, I think that just means squirrel right there.
Gerbil.
Gerbil. Is that all she's saying? Is gerbil? If you come to the UK, you must contact me, and I can show you some of my play. Plus, I have a car and can help you out if need be. Hey, we're gonna get Dr. Love Cherry's contacts. It's not that big an island. We live in Texas, so I'm pretty sure, like, we do not mind. Oh, something's 3 hours away.
No,
we don't care.
We don't care.
Everything's 6 hours away from us. Our convenience store is 6 hours away from us. And we aren't getting wed till you move here. Oh, yeah, that's right. They aren't getting married until we go.
Are you serious?
They're putting a lot on us.
So, wait.
That's what I told him the other night.
Like, you know what, though? Speaking of marriage, one of my friends beat us to it. One of my friends, like...
A lot of friends have beaten us to it.
No. One of my college buddies is a justice of the peace. So they got, like, we all three went to college together. Me, Chris, and Laura got married by Chris, our justice of the peace, my buddy. So anyway, but we need
Twitch
to...
meetup definitely. I had to cancel the first LoveCon. We were ready to hire a hall for it and raise some charity monies. Righteous.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but here at Red Nebula Pictures, we don't shoot people for cutting in queues. We don't shoot people for cutting in lines. It depends on what it is.
Maybe in Florida.
In Florida, they will. Here, we don't really. We carry our guns, but we don't pull them out unless there's like a loud boom, and then no one knows where it came from. Like, that's it. If it startles us, we're like, oh, it was nothing. We also carry swords, too. So, that's another thing about our state.
Aren't they legal?
They're legal. You can carry swords and guns. You know.
What?
Because fucking sometimes Starbucks is just fucking...
It's just unbearable.
Yo, Trey, what's up? We are passive-aggressive people, and we only verbally assault people we love. Aww.
Maybe we would be a good fit if we
Seriously,
ever moved to the UK.
That's our 5 to 7 year plan.
5 to 7 year plan?
Yeah, between 5 and 7 years, we're moving over to the UK and kissing this hellhole goodbye. No offense to other Americans.
I want to have like an actual garden. Like, so yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that would be the perfect place to actually. This place is like Midgar. What?
Doesn't everyone in the UK have a garden?
That's what I hear. Everyone's got a garden.
That's what I hear too.
This place is like Midgar, where you can't even find a fucking flower unless you just fall into a church. Anyways, openly carry them. Oh, Eric's in here in the Twitch. Both swords and gun. Most of us have gardens. Walking around as Blade in Texas just to get people to take pics with you. I don't think I would work as a Blade. For some reason. Exterminate!
Hello!
Been here since you got on, but I was driving at the time. Well, welcome, Exterminate. We're streaming on 3 platforms right now. 3 platforms. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch for all those people stuck in quarantine. And you know what? Let's just get started right
Let's
now. This
do it.
is Season 4, Episode 11, Quarantine Edition of Nerd Alert.
Yeah.
News plus the Fan Expo Dallas Special re-air. Guys, welcome. Let's get this started. Did y'all like that? Did y'all like that special little coronavirus passing by with the Nerd Alert logo? I have never laughed at something so much putting it together. Oh, let's just see it one more time. I'm very proud of my work here. I'm very proud of it. Let's just look at that one more time. God, it's so beautiful. It's beautiful. It's funny. Oh, it's just, I've laughed.
I think it would be funnier if the little suctiony cup things were like doing this thing. That would be even funnier.
You're gross. You're sick. You are sick.
I grew up watching horror movies. Come on.
She did grow up watching horror movies, which makes her a nightmare to live with. Anyways, this should be called the Pandemic Pre-Show. That's funny. I love everything you guys do. Swear to God, it's a pleasure knowing all you guys and ladies. Oh, big old hearts for Sturdy. No, it's all
him.
No, people are in here right now because of you. I've got footage. I've got evidence of this. And it's just me. It's maybe me, Eric, Stephanie, Sturdy. When you're here, everyone comes out.
At the end of
the sucker thing have small faces of you two. Oh, that is funny. I didn't even think of that. Damn you, Sturdy. Damn you. Dr. Lovecherry confirmed I'm here for the lady.
Because you're both contagious. Okay, if my old roommate Jenny were tuning in right now, oh my God, there is a song that we used to listen to by R. Kelly. You're contagious, touch me, baby. It's, yes, I didn't even think about that. It was...
You trying to shut this shit down? Just singing R. Kelly openly? Like he hasn't done anything problematic?
Listen, it's the Isley Brothers featuring R. Kelly. So R. Kelly's like, woo, in the background of the song, and that's about it. But that song, Contagious by the Isley Brothers, is the shit.
The Isley Brothers definitely, obviously don't have a good PR, man. they do not have a good, I got this guy R. Kelly. Yeah, let's...
That came out a really, really long time ago.
Well, I hope the Isley Brothers didn't have daughters. That's all I gotta say, because R. Kelly's a weirdo.
Isn't he in jail, though?
Is R. Kelly in jail? You know who's not in jail? Kevin Spacey. You know who else isn't in jail? Matt Lauer. Fuck coronavirus. Those two are still walking around amongst us. That's all I'm saying. So, let's... What, like we got Matt Lauer fans in here?
Damn R. Kelly at home, like, shit, people remember me.
Most of them. Michael Jackson's dead. So, I mean, I guess, you know.
Well, the R. Kelly thing, though, was it you that kept bringing... You were the one that kept bringing up that R. Kelly thing. On this show.
Don't make me play it.
On Mighty's show.
I'm gonna play it.
There are a couple of
Exterminate knows what's coming.
There are a couple of little known things about certain people that Dan loves to bring up all the time.
It's only the hottest R. Kelly song.
Why'd did I bring this up? Because he played it all the time for like a couple of months.
I'm gonna keep on bringing it up now. Wait, is it here? Here it is.
Let's settle down for a second so I can talk to y'all for a second. I got a problem.
I got a problem.
I can't hear it.
The day before I got on the plane to come out here, me and my girl broke up.
They're cheering. They're cheering at that.
He's crying. Is he fake crying right now?
No, this is the full video. It's like 7 minutes long. I just wanted to get to the chorus. Hold on, I'm getting to the chorus. Here we go.
I got it. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America.
That echo.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America.
Female vocals.
America.
Was that playing?
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Who wants to come back with us to America?
Oh, that's still the funniest video. That is still the funniest video of all time.
But there were also some things like whenever R. Kelly was in the news. What was it? 6 months ago or something like that. When he was in the news, like, I mean, did y'all forget that he was secretly married to Aaliyah and she was like 14 or 15 years old at the time? Did people forget that?
No one forgot about that. No, it was
brought up. Why did they keep going to his concert? Like, but even before he was in the news again, like.
I think it has to do a lot with the fact that he had millions. I don't know. It's just a funny song. Misty's getting on a soapbox right now about R. Kelly.
What has Sturdy said? Something about you're trying to cut my head off. Yeah. It looks like the little dude is trying to cut Misty's head off.
Oh, no, I would never.
Well, no, he always sticks things in front of my face, and I'm like trying to...
all the time. And I get told to sleep on the couch. It's a thing. It's just this cute,
that's
cute banner
Darth
we have.
Vader trying to cut my head off.
Oh, Darth Vader. I thought you were talking...
My Sharona. Mark Sharona.
He's already planning his purge plans.
You're secretly showing your rage.
Guys, back to the format of the show. We gotta go back to the format. I've loved this talking. But, seriously, guys, Westworld, episode 1, the newest Westworld. Wow. Quick review. One thing, there is a format. There is a format.
Today
there is a format. We try to have a format. Now, what are we talking about? Westworld. So after 2 seasons, the first thought that immediately, and this is spoiler free, but the immediate thought that hit my mind as soon as we got into season 3 of Westworld, episode 1, was this is an entirely different show than the first 2 seasons. They totally flipped the show on its ass to where basically they explore everything outside the park. The civilization, the society that this theme park is built for. It makes you wonder which is really the theme park. I mean, is it the real world in this little show, or is it the theme park full of robots itself? Very, very good. You open up with Dolores' adventure, which still has a little bit of mystique to it. You don't exactly know what she's doing. And then you see Jeffrey Wright's character, and he's got some mystique. But then you're introduced to Aaron Paul. And Aaron Paul is pretty much... and I don't know if it's because he's the newest cast member of the show, but his character, just his story arc, is the most intriguing thing about the episode.
He got a lot of screen time.
Lots of screen time.
I mean, we kind of get to know him on his own as a character. Kind of toward the end of the episode, he meets Dolores. And so, because, you know, ever since the trailers, it's kind of like, wait, how do they...
Yeah,
like, how do they interact? How do they meet each other? What happens? You know, and so we'll see.
It answers those questions right off the bat on how, because you see in the trailer that Aaron Paul and Dolores meet. How does that happen? Boom, this first episode. That's how it happens. And it kind of shows you this society that they're around, to where you kind of side with the robots. You kind of side with the robots. You're like, no, these people are awful.
Yeah.
Like, imagine those people that were on spring break at the beach a couple days ago. But, like, everybody's like that. Let's just, picture everybody being like that. Killer virus? No, no. I'm gonna go
it's
party.
It's not gonna kill my buzz. Whatever happens, dude. YOLO.
Guys, I'm always off script. I can still read what y'all are saying, even though I'm going on with the show. And I'm always off script. I live off script. I can say whatever I want right now. Watch this. Twin Peaks is overrated. Oh, shit.
I hate you.
Anyways.
You're in trouble.
I am. I'm in trouble after the stream. But anyway, Westworld airs on Sundays. Shit, I forgot the time. But Sundays.
8?
8.
I think it's 8. Yeah,
8.
it's like
8.
8 p.m.
Everything is at 8
or
on
9
this show.
or 10.
But and I inform people of this all the time. You can see Westworld without getting the HBO streaming service. If you have Amazon Prime, just add HBO to your Prime membership. It's much cheaper than getting the HBO app. I'm serious. It's like $2 or $3 cheaper. Seriously. That's a really good tip. You get Westworld. We got Watchmen every day. Like, every time it came on, the exact time, you watch it live like everyone else. I don't know why there's an app for HBO if they're just going to give everything to Amazon. Anyway, doesn't matter. Sundays, 8. Westworld Season 3 is already looking like ridiculous, but like a good ridiculous. Episode 1 review, we liked it, and we're going to continue watching the show. I think to this day, the best show on television is Westworld. I've thought that for a long time, even when Game of Thrones was on and Westworld was on at the same time. I thought Westworld was the better show. According to Game of Thrones fans, that last season of Game of Thrones, I definitely win that debate right there. We are calling out for a Misty stream here, and well, Ralphie, looks like you got the bed tonight because Red is under the sink tonight without a pillow. I was a huge fan of the movie when I was a kid. There you go. Still am. Bada bing. Not a lot of people know it was a movie first. So I like you, Dr. Lovecherry. Okay. Martin, Mr. Martin Bloody Lewis. Next you'll be telling me how to save on my car insurance. Well, here's how you save. Don't have car insurance. It's a scheme. Anyway, some Bicentennial Man. What's up, Zach?
Ooh, I've never seen that movie.
That is Halo. You know him as Halo on Twitch.
Oh, hello.
That's him from
How's
Facebook.
It going?
But yeah, no, don't carry insurance. So that concludes our Westworld episode 1 review. Spoiler free. It would have been longer if we could do spoilers, but you haven't. No, I think he's saying Westworld reminds him of Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams.
I've never seen the movie.
You've never seen Robin Williams?
I've never seen it. I love Robin Williams.
You know what we watched last night that she had never seen? Oh my God, guys! You know what we watched last night that she had never seen? The Mask of Zorro with Antonio Banderas, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Anthony Hopkins. She had never seen it. I showed it to her. She absolutely loved it, of course, because it's a fucking great movie. But she had never seen it before.
I was 14 when that movie came out.
I was younger than you, and I still saw it because it's Zorro. There's no Batman without Zorro.
But okay, so
maybe
I would have seen it with my grandpa or something, because I think we probably watched the
Stephanie, you've never seen it either.
But I'm sorry, I just never watched it. When I was 14, that's
blowing my mind.
Like,
well, tell Stephanie it's good so she can watch it.
The Mask of Zorro is good. It's
very good.
I mean, the
sequel not so much.
The storytelling is great. It doesn't look like they've fudged the period or anything like that, and it's good. I mean, it's tastefully funny. It's classically funny. It's not stupid funny. You know, so it's serious and it's funny and there's a love interest. Like it's a solid film. Definitely watch it.
How did Eric never see it? Eric and I lived next to each other. I feel like Eric and I lived next to each other growing up. I feel like I would have I probably told Eric when we were young, hey, go see Mask of Zorro. It's
Yeah.
really dope. And Eric never did. And here we are 20-something years later talking about it on a stream. Just say to Misty what I say to Miss Colette, you need to stay in more. Oh, damn, what the fuck? I don't know how that conversation evolved.
So until I didn't have internet or any of the streaming services until he moved in with me.
I thought she was a drug addict.
I was never ever home because I was always at work or doing something. So
I brought her back to the world.
Now if I'm not at work, I'm at home.
I brought her back to the world and taught her not to take life so seriously. I gotta shoot, guys. We'll watch the VOD tomorrow while at work. Have a great podcast, y'all. Thank you, Dr. Love Cherry. Thanks for coming in. I'll see you next time on your stream or here. Either one. Pleasure having you. When she hasn't seen classic films. Yeah, Zach, I stay inside. Everybody's staying inside right now.
Yeah.
But
we haven't been out in a long time anyway.
Oh, boy. This is a bad time to bring that up.
I'm just saying in general, you think you know what my intention is, but you don't. That's not my point. My point isn't to complain about it.
I know, I'm joking around. I love how it gets you riled up because it's so cute to me. Alright, I'm probably going to sleep on the couch later tonight, but I don't care. It's still funny.
Anyway.
So that's Westworld Season 3, Episode 1 review. God's sake, Red, I have 22,000 points and nothing to use it on, man. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about channel points. They added that one day, and I was just like, oh, that's cool. That's where you can, like, highlight a message or put something on the Ralphie emote or something. I just never... Give me options to waste it. I don't even know how to edit those. It's okay. Steph says the same thing. We never go out anywhere. You understood what I was saying by that, Eric. You understood. We never go out anywhere. You understand. Now, now, guys, we're going to roll into the first part of our Fan Expo special. A lot of you go to Comic-Cons. A lot of you go to your local Comic-Cons and everything. And this is Comic-Con season. Unfortunately, with COVID-19 going around, con season suspended everywhere across the globe. So we thought, since we had just all this footage of our trip to Comic-Con last year and we had a special about it, we should just air the special again. Why the fuck not? There's not that much news going on. All of you are stuck inside. We have the content. You've got the eyes and ears. Why not? Let's do this. Do you remember anything about... See, here's the thing. I don't remember anything about what we shot, like, specifically. I know the Q&As. We got Q&As with William Shatner, Zachary Levi, and Rainn Wilson from The Office.
We basically, with our friend and producer Narcy, the two of us and Narcy literally just had our backpacks with gear in it.
3 days straight.
All weekend long. We got those press passes. We kind of ran it. We got to run around and shoot tons and tons of cosplayers. We saw so many cosplayers. I think we saw some like Lego. We saw Lego people. We saw one of our friends does Batman cosplay. We got Batman, Wonder Woman. We saw
I dressed as Wonder Woman.
All of those kids. There were a bunch of kids that did a meetup, and they dressed up as My Hero Academia.
Yes. Sturdy. I'm sturdy. My chatbot is not that advanced. I've told you this before. I've told you this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I mean that year there were wasn't Christopher Lloyd there that year? Weren't there people from Back to the Future?
No, that was this year.
There were people from Karate Kid.
There were people from Karate Kid.
Oh my goodness. There was Mike Coulter. Mike Coulter was there. Finn Wolfhard was there. Most of the It kids were there.
And this year, Dallas Comic Con was going to have like almost the full cast of The Office. Brendan Fraser, all these people got pushed to June. But enough of all that. Let's just watch the footage.
we got a lot of great footage of not only celebrity.
Hey Kit, what's going on?
Celebrity Q&As.
What's going on,
some
Kit?
Booths, like we said. Some booths.
So yeah, this first part is about some of the booths we showcased during Fan Expo Dallas. We thought it would be important to show this because a lot of these businesses are not at cons right now, and if one of these booths or stores intrigue you, we've put the information on them in the video. Go check them out because they're also struggling with this COVID-19 thing going on. Without further ado, here's part 1, and then after part 1, we're going to give you 5 things to watch during your quarantine. Maybe you've seen them before, maybe you haven't, but we can guarantee that they are good watches. So let's watch the Fan Expo Special Part 1 of Dallas Comic-Con. Let me go. Oh, Kit. Push June will still be closed. My ebook, The Card Job, is up on Amazon for free for the next 5 days in appreciation of people staying and watching streams and stuff.
Nice.
Go check that out, Kit.
That's awesome.
Do we have Kit's book? Let's, on the table right there, I do believe. Hold on. We're going to give Kit a free plug. Is it on the table?
I don't know.
I feel like it's on this table.
I think it got moved.
It got moved.
Oh man. Let me look on the bookshelf.
Okay, we're gonna look on the bookshelf. Permit the link. I want free shit. Hold on. Yeah, Kit, send me a Discord message of that link, and I will put it in the chat right now.
I have so many books.
It's a crazy color. Okay, we have so many books. We don't know where it is. Oh, found it. And while make a trip to Amazon right now.
My foot's asleep.
Make a trip to Amazon right now and get yourself a copy of Kit's Falbo's Intelligent Block, a Taylor's June novel. You finished it and you liked it.
Yeah.
I never even finished it, Kit. I'm sorry, because I'm ADD and I hate reading. It hurts my brain. But yeah, go to Amazon right now. Get it. Kit Falbo, Intelligence Block. And also, he's about to send me a link so we can get y'all some free stuff.
Ooh.
Let me see here. Let me keep up with the... Or you can send it to Eric at I can't pronounce. DubHDemon. Just Eric. Just send it to Eric and we can post it. Or I can type it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Kit, send it to me in Discord message. Let's watch part 1 and then we'll post Kit's link. But you guys enjoy. Hey everybody, I'm Dan.
I'm Misty.
And we've been talking about it for weeks, months even, and we're finally here. Fan Expo Dallas 2019. We've got our coffee. We've been hyping this up so much. Guys, without further ado, this is Nerd Alert on location, Fan Expo Dallas. Let's start this up.
This is Patricia Somerset here at Fan Expo, and you're watching Nerd Alert.
We love Nerd Alert!
Up next are a few things we caught on the showroom floor. Cool things and cool people.
You know, in the showroom, there are so many interesting booths, and we stumbled across this one. I'm here with Anitha with Shrink 3D. I'm not going to explain anything. She explains it the best. Anitha, tell me what Shrink 3D does here at Dallas Fan Expo.
We have 3D figurines customized just for you. Your face, your body, your hair, your flair. It takes us just seconds to get it done. What you do is you walk into our 3D scanner and strike a pose. We get 178 pictures of you, 1 second, 1 flash. You get to see the image, approve the image. Once you love it, we send it to a 3D printer, and then voila, 3D mini-me. We have Legos. We can make a Lego that has your face. Bottle stoppers that look like you. Brides and grooms, you can be the toppers on your next wedding cake. In fact, you can be your very own wedding cake topper.
Well, I
love
hope Misty lets me put Lego figures on top of our wedding cake. You said Lego, and I'm sold.
Yes, you're so sweet.
Okay,
Come on, let's get it done.
we're gonna get scanned, and then we're gonna make it Legos, but don't tell her, okay?
That'll work.
Misty, let's get scanned.
Can you lift me?
Okay, so then you the microphone, and so you be like talking like this, and so you gotta, yeah, it's like that. Cute, 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 cute.
Oh gosh.
2 and 1. You're done. You're officially shrunk.
And I have no memory. It's weird. we had to capture this booth. It's the Jurassic Park interactive booth by Plan 9 Replicas. Standing here with Jurassic Park veteran himself, Derek. Derek, how you doing? Are you as tired? We're only day 2, man. We're only day 2. Yeah. Woo! Now, what can fans do here at the Jurassic Park interactive booth that just makes it so popular here at Fan Expo Dallas?
We pretty much wanted to recreate a small version of Jurassic Park so people can come in through the gate. We have a baby Triceratops somewhere. They can take a photo with, interact, pet. They can get in the vehicles, check out the vehicles.
How detailed, how authentic are these Jurassic Park vehicles?
Probably put them at both 98% or so. The only thing this one's missing is the glass roof at the moment, which we have it. It's
well,
kind of
a T-Rex broke it. A T-Rex broke it.
Yeah, and cutting a hole in the roof's kind of a big deal. But we've got the center console in there with the screens. Y'all can see them. It's pretty cool. And then the Jeep's just about 100% accurate, except for the tires, which they quit making the correct tires 20 years ago or so.
Yeah.
So that one's a tough one.
Another big thank you to Plan 9 Replicas right here at Fan Expo Dallas with their Jurassic Park interactive experience. Thank you so much for letting us capture this booth and showcase it for our show. It's Plan 9 Replicas. We got more stuff on the way right here from Nerd Alert. I think we're going to take it away from Misty for some more showroom adventures. Take it away, Misty.
I am here at Hullabaloo Henna, and I am speaking to Dreamy. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for being on with us today. So just for those of us who don't know much about henna, give us a kind of a quick recap of what is henna.
It's an all-natural paste made from the henna plant, and I hand draw everything, and it lasts for 1 to 3 weeks. You put it on your skin, and then it falls off after about 4 to 6 hours, and it leaves a nice stain on your skin.
How long have y'all been in business?
I've been doing henna for about 10 years. Brian, how long have you been doing henna?
21 years, I believe.
Wow. Wow. That is
She was
amazing.
my prize student, and now she surpassed me.
Yeah, now I hire him.
All right, so I'm going to get some henna done, and I'm going to get something close to my heart. So how long does henna stay on?
A week to 3 weeks, depending on how fast your skin naturally exfoliates, how much you bathe, whether or not you're swimming in chlorinated pools, those sorts of things. Also, how long you leave it on, because the more your skin absorbs it, the darker it'll end up being.
What is the best way to take care of and maintain your henna?
Okay. Initially, from the get-go, as soon as you get it done, you can see it's still wet and real easy to smear. So for the first 20 minutes is the most crucial time not to bump into anyone. So no slam dancing, break dancing, or mosh pits. Then you come back to us after it's dry. In about 15 minutes, we'll dab it with a lemon sugar solution. That acts as a sealant and almost like a glue. And it'll kind of keep the dried paste stuck to you so your skin can absorb it more. Because once it dries, it tends to want to flake off real easy. This kind of helps rehydrate it. Yeah.
It says here in your information at the booth that you're ICNHA certified and you use 100% natural ingredients?
Yes, I've hand mixed the henna every week. ICNHA certified is the international certification for natural henna artists, and that means I took a very involved test that says that I know exactly how to make safe, all-natural henna.
The problem is a lot of other henna artists end up using PPD, which is paraphenyl diamide, I believe is the actual name. It's a Chinese hair dye, and it's a transdermal toxin, and what happens is it'll get into your bloodstream. It also will cause keloid scarring, so you'll hear on the news a lot of the times, a child was, permanently scarred by henna. It's never henna, it's chemicals. It even says on the hair dye, avoid all contact with skin. Black henna is not real henna.
It's not real
Never
henna.
is real henna. Henna
Never.
is brown. If it doesn't come out of the tube looking
that.
greenish, it's not real.
All right, I'm a little bit busy right now, but here are some more adventures from Dallas Fan Expo 2019 here on Nerd Alert.
We're here right now with
Gavin and Merso.
And this, Gavin, is one of my favorites because it's just so obscure but so hilarious. These are prayer candles with, I guess we could say celebrity, pop culture, prayer candles. First question, Why?
You know, it started out as kind of a joke, really. It was kind of like a play on just society's idolatry of different celebrities or figures, and kind of just spawned from that, really.
Gavin, you said this is your first con,
Yes.
like ever, or just in Texas, just ever?
First con ever.
But you guys have been to South by Southwest and other events. Are you planning to come out to more cons?
After the response we've gotten, we'll be doing a lot more. So we did the gaming convention for South by Southwest, and that's what kind of spawned into doing this, where people were like, have you ever done a Comic-Con before? I'm like, no, I haven't. And they're like, you do really well. So we actually started signing up. We'll be doing a few, probably about 5 throughout the summer, and I'm signing up for as many as we can now because it's been a really great response.
Gotta jump in with a question?
So, could we do Nerd Alert candles with both of our faces on them?
We have a couple templates that we can do that on, and I've actually had a few times where, let me show you this one. We've had people do the lamb head be one person and somebody else's head be the other, but we do have some templates where you can put both people on the candle.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
Oh, let's practice our face right now.
Oh, okay.
Practice our face
Angelic,
right
look angelic.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. That was like a trip down memory lane. I was much skinnier.
I think both of us were.
I was. I don't know what diet I was on, but now it's just like I've got some titties growing right here.
Well, I'm on the stress diet right now. that's what I'm on. I've lost at least a couple of pounds, which is significant for me.
We hope you
Maybe 5 pounds.
We hope you enjoyed those booths. Check those out. Check those websites out. I saw Stephanie wanted those cake toppers. Give them a ring. Give them seriously. Anitha won. Terribly fun person.
She was awesome.
Infectious. She is an infectious personality.
Great personality.
Simply, how's it going? What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was gonna say younger. We were a year younger when we shot that.
Yes.
We were. But we got some more Fan Expo Dallas stuff coming up. Next is going to be the Q&As with William Shatner, Zachary Levi, and
Patricia Merced.
No. I think that's in the final video. And then Rainn Wilson from The Office. Could only get a couple minutes at a time from those Q&As. That was one of the rules of the con. But we got some good stuff. I think we got some good stuff. Anyways, told you I'm a bot. Sturdy is sleeping. Don't wake him. I'm just catching up with the chat, making sure no one is talking to me. No one is. Everybody's talking to Misty. Everybody, so you're in quarantine. What do you watch? It's a good question. I mean, that's the only thing to do is play video games and watch stuff. So we came up with 5 shows that you should be watching right now. Let's start with number 1, Lego Masters.
Yes.
Oh my God, okay, so, guys.
Watch it, please.
Guys, there are 7 episodes of it right now on Hulu. 7 episodes. This show is so great. It's hosted by Will Arnett, and it's a reality-based competition of basically the best Lego builders in weekly challenges, and they build some of the craziest shit.
Oh yeah.
They build some crazy awesome stuff, and then at the end of it, they either they pick the bottom 2, and then they get eliminated. But everybody on the show, you're rooting for everybody. There's not a person on that show I'm not rooting for.
Everybody's. There's kind of a sense of camaraderie too against between the teams. So eventually, like the further you get into the season, you know, people are kind of emotional that their friends are leaving the show. And I absolutely love that.
And it's not like these guys have like an hour or 2 to build something. They make these people build stuff for like 8 to 12 hours of building. Now, you don't have to sit there, obviously, for 8 to 12 hours, but they're there in a studio 8 to 12 hours building. They snap. They have emotional breakdowns. It is good television.
It's good.
It's so great.
And Will Arnett is hilarious.
Will Arnett's a great
host.
Great host. When he talks to like the contestants, is that what they call them now in this TV day and age? Anyway, when he talks to the contestants, it's really like down to earth, and you feel some like genuine like conversation with him, like he's being himself and everything, and it's a really good show. And that's one show you should watch is Lego Masters on Hulu. It's amazing, especially if you love Lego.
He's a breath of fresh air as far as hosting a reality TV host is concerned.
Yeah,
Will Arnett is.
And there's guest stars, like other celebrities come in for like a round or two and mess with the contestants and stuff. I think Terry Crews is going to be on the next one. Yeah, Terry Crews is going to be on the next one, but they've had that girl from The Big Bang Theory. God, they've had so many people, so many guest stars already, but it's a great show. Awesome. Check it out. It's on Hulu, 7 episodes deep. That's how much you can binge it. Our next show, Broadchurch. We're talking the original Broadchurch, not the Americanized that Fox tried to do.
Boo.
This is Chris Chibnall, who is currently showrunning Doctor Who. This is his drama with Olivia Colman and David Tennant. First off, right off the bat, if you love David Tennant and you've never seen this show, then you truly do not love David Tennant. This is one of David Tennant's finest acting performances. It's 3 seasons. Kind of reminds you of Twin Peaks without the existentialism, but it's like it's about this little village, and nothing ever bad happens. And then right when David Tennant comes in to be the lead detective, there's a murder of a boy, a little boy. Also, Jodie Whittaker, the current doctor, is in this. She is a huge role in the show as the murdered boy's mom, and you go through her journey. You go through everybody's journey in this murder and how it could affect this whole village. It's about 3 seasons on Netflix. You can binge it right now, and it is a good, dramatic, tear-jerking watch.
Are there more seasons coming, or is it just
I don't think there's more seasons coming, because Chris Chibnall is on Doctor Who right now. And honestly, I wouldn't want another Doctor Who showrunner working on another show, because then Doctor Who, it kind of gets cluttered. So like when Moffat was doing both Sherlock and Doctor Who, I noticed like this season of Sherlock would be strong, while this season of Doctor Who would be weak, and then it would just go back and forth. So I hope Chibnall's just working on Doctor Who, and then when he has like a long break, go maybe do another season of Broadchurch. But that's another one. Oh, let's catch up with the chat. Hold on, we got emotes galore. He had Agent in yesterday, and they hit it off, and Dubsky offered to Red to come do a show one of his. Oh yeah, Agent Dubsky. I missed his podcast today because I was putting all this together, all types together. But yeah, okay, it doesn't. Hold on, it's been an awesome. Have a great stream. Missy, a pleasure to see you. And Red, my love, I'll be seeing you shortly. Laughing my ass off, guys. See you later, Sturdy. Thanks for coming in. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, Sturdy. But yeah, Broadchurch on Netflix. Watch it now. Number 3, Legion. Legion on Hulu. It's only 3 seasons. It's one of the most mind-blowing comic book TV shows you can watch. Probably, in my opinion, the best Marvel TV show there is out there right now. All 3 seasons on Hulu right now.
Oh my gosh.
You can binge watch that. I don't even know what to say about this show. You want to talk about another something else similar to Twin Peaks?
It's visually amazing, and freaking Aubrey. Why do I always call? I want to call her Audrey Plaza. Aubrey Plaza. Who? Okay, if you've seen Parks and Rec, you get her characters like really dry and a little bit like anti-establishment. So to see her in Parks and Rec and then see her performance in Legion is your head will explode and you will fall in love with Aubrey Plaza because I am in love with her. She is fantastic.
Honestly, if you look at the character she's playing, she plays the Shadow King, which is actually like, if you know your comic books, is a huge villain for Professor X of the X-Men. And I mean, Aubrey Plaza is the last person you would be like, oh yeah, Shadow King. Like, but this is a little history of the show. She was supposed to be just a part-time fixture, and then someone else was going to play Shadow King. She did such a good job. They were like, no, she's Shadow King. Awesome. She's Shadow King, and she does a fantastic job throughout this whole show. I honestly thought it was going to win her an Emmy.
Yeah.
She got snubbed. But yeah, season 3, I swear I had to check multiple places because I thought I was watching the wrong show. And Lenny? No spoilers. No spoilers. But yeah, so check out Legion.
And,
all the seasons on Hulu right
such a
now.
good show.
We could talk about that show for like 2 hours, but we've got more to cover. Next show. Oh, Clone Wars. Okay, so why you gotta check out Clone Wars? One, it just released its final season. I know you know where the story is headed because it takes place between Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith. We all know where it's going, but there's a reason you gotta watch Clone Wars. And we'll talk about that in our next bit of news because there was a blockbuster bombshell dropped today on us. But yeah, Disney Plus every season, including the last season. What's going on? What? Comments. Oh, you want to go to the comments. Boom, boom, boom. The writer needs therapy, I swear. It's a name. Shoot me, haha, no spoilers. And okay, I'm going to bed. Then, spoil sport. No worries, Stuart. No worries, Sturdy. No worries. But yeah, Clone Wars. By the time you get done binge watching seasons 1 through 6, all of episode 7 should be episode 7. Fucking Star Wars. All of season 7 will be available, and it's important you binge watch this if you're a Mandalorian fan, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But Clone Wars, it's on Disney Plus right now. Also on Disney Plus, Frozen 2. And they are going to be releasing Onward on April 3rd. But it came out digitally today. Onward, the new little animated movie that Sonic the Hedgehog kicked its ass in the box office. I'm just saying.
Wow.
It did. It did.
Well, I saw the trailer when opening weekend of Sonic the Hedgehog. We saw the trailer for Onward. And
it came out the next weekend, but everybody was seeing Sonic the Hedgehog because I feel like everybody kind of took credit for Sonic the Hedgehog getting changed, so we had to go see it. And I think that was Onward's.
All the complainers.
All the complainers. And I think Onward suffered from that because we all went to see Sonic the Hedgehog, to see it redone, to see how Jim Carrey was as Robotnik. So I don't think Onward's a bad movie. We're just going to have to see it on April 3rd when it drops on Disney+. And our final show, The Outsider on HBO, Jason Bateman. It's based off Stephen King's book, The Outsider. We're like, 4 or 5 episodes deep?
Yeah.
This show is fucking dark.
It is very dark. It is very dark.
Let's keep up with the chat. COVID-19 kind of affected Sonic. Its audience was more aware than other types, or Onward. Okay. Yeah, Onward came out. Sonic was beating it, and then and then this COVID thing came in.
I mean, my thing is, I don't know, because it seems like here in Texas, people didn't start freaking out until about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I've been reading about this since November. I
had a show 2 weeks ago in Denton, and then the day after, I was like, I'm staying inside.
That was the week that everyone started, like, hoarding toilet paper. Like, I literally saw a woman in the apartment complex get, like, 3 big old things of TP out. I'm like, even we can't go through that much in, like,
I can.
2 or 3 months.
Oh, I can. Kit, you did post your link, right? Let's repost Kit's link again.
We started rambling.
We did. We started rambling. Here it is right here. Guys, here you go. Here is a link. And let me just copy and paste right there. That's Kit's link right there. Oh, Eric's so it's double link drop right there. Go get some free stuff courtesy of Kit Falbo. Some good reading material, all that good stuff. Anyways, Outsider. It's got Jason Bateman in it, but just wow, this show is dark. Yeah. This show is crazy dark.
It's twisty and turny.
Got more twists and turns than an episode of Dallas, baby. It's a really good show. Again, it's HBO, but if you have Amazon Prime, just add HBO to your channel subscriptions, and it's much cheaper than the HBO app. Proper. You trying to fuck? You trying to fuck proper? But anyway, that's the 5 things you should watch. Ralphie Cam was breaking the stream. We had to take the Ralphie Cam off, unfortunately. When the stream would shut down after like 30 minutes at a time, that's because there was 2 cameras plugged into the computer. The computer was like, fuck this shit, and excuse me for my language, people on Facebook, but that's how I talk. So that is Lego Masters on Hulu, Broadchurch on Netflix, Legion on Hulu, Clone Wars on Disney Plus, and The Outsider on Amazon or HBO. But seriously, you need to get on one of these shows. It'll be some good binge watching during your quarantine. Now, let's get to Fan Expo Special Part 2. These are the Q&As with William Shatner, a little bit of Zachary Levi from Shazam, and Rainn Wilson from The Office. And we'll be back. When we come back, we got 2 more bits of news, and then we're just gonna mess around. I don't even know what that means. That opened the door for so many possibilities. We'll think of something. But let's go to part 2 of the Fan Expo Dallas Special. Enjoy the Q&As. Lots of laughs in this video.
This is Patricia Somerset here at Fan Expo, and you're watching Nerd Alert.
In the depths of Fan Expo Dallas, you'll find some pretty adventurous activity. Just kidding, nothing illegal. We're actually here with Colby of Monkey Mind Tabletops, and we got a cool little event going on here for you D&D lovers. Colby, I'm gonna butcher it, so can you just tell us what we're doing in this room today?
So right now we've got a lot of Dungeons & Dragons going on, primarily 5th edition. We do a lot of stuff, both homebrew and Adventurers League. Our event here is geared primarily at new players at this convention, but we run a lot of the conventions in the area through our 501c3 corporation. We've just actually sent in the paperwork to be officially filed last week. But we're Monkey Mind Tabletop. We run a lot of conventions. We run this one. Lone Star Game Expo's coming up this year. We do ReaperCon every year. We do A-Con, QuakeCon. I'm trying to think if I'm missing any. We're looking at starting a few new ones. We've got some hints at possibly setting one up in medieval times, a couple other places. DFW Epicon might be coming back. We've got lots of stuff that's coming up down the pipes.
And if you're thinking right now, oh, I don't like bringing my own terrain out into a public place, they've got, is this right, handcrafted terrains people can actually interact with?
So my role in the company is actually, I'm the CCO, the Chief Creative Officer currently. And so one of the things that I do is anytime we do what's called a CCC, which is our con-created content, which is written by us here at this con, I actually wrote one of our adventures. We do, anytime we do like a Heroic Encounters, which you can see over here, where it's a 30-minute episode where you can play as famous characters from Dungeons & Dragons lore, and as some other things coming down the pipe. Soon we'll be able to play as the Fellowship of the Ring, or some of the Starks, or the Lannisters, things like that from other fantasy. Conan's party's going to be in there. What we do is we provide fully painted miniatures and fully painted terrain.
And Colby, what's the next event, if you want to broadcast that?
Our next event is A-Con, which this year has moved. It's at Fair Park in Dallas, and so we're going to be at A-Con next. Following that, it'll be QuakeCon and ReaperCon.
Colby, thank you so much for letting us
come play D&D with us.
Oh, I'm gonna lose. I make terrible decisions in D&D.
That's why it's a co-op thing. That's why it's co-op.
Oh, I get a partner. That's right. I get a partner. Colby, thank you so much. welcome back. This is Nerd Alert on location at Fan Expo Dallas. We showed you the D&D portion of the inner depths of Fan Expo Dallas. But what if I told you that there was also laser tag? I know, it can't get any better, right? Laser tag. I'm here with
Matt Mills with D2 Tactical Laser Tag.
D2 Tactical Laser Tag. They actually have their own room, their own laser tag arena. Now tell us a little bit more about this.
Well, here at Fan Expo, it'll take you about 2-3 minutes to get all geared up. The games are about 5 minutes. We're selling them for $5, being that today is Sunday. We're doing a little bit of a discount, family and friends. You come in with like 5 people, I'm only going to charge you for 3. It's all good. We want you to have fun.
How long you been in business? Where are you from? All the good stuff.
Okay, I have been partnered with D2 Tactical for about 2 years now. They've been in business much longer than that. They actually are the parent company for Adventure Sports Headquarters. They sell laser taggers all over the world. And I was just deemed lucky enough to work with them. So that's great. They're actually in Louisville, Texas. Not too far from here. Yeah.
Out of Louisville, which is a suburb of Dallas, so here, local. Well, Matt, thank you very much. Matt with D2 Tactical. We're going to go play some laser tag. Now, my apologies. The Q&A and the interview with Patricia Somerset is the next portion of the Fan Expo Special. It's been a while since I've seen that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, a lot of these companies aren't doing a con right now, so if you're interested in any of these companies and what they do, all that information was on the screen. Go back to the VOD, look it up. If you want a wedding cake topper, you want to go play laser tag, all that good stuff. You want to hold your own D&D game, contact Monkey Mind Tabletops, all that good stuff. We're helping out people that don't have a con this year because of the con suspensions and stuff. We figured why not. But yeah, next piece of news, guys. We have a myth to debunk. Earlier this week, it came out. And I'm being serious. Why are we reporting our cat? Because
just listen.
Earlier this week, it came out that apparently the visual effects artist of Cats had buttholes halfway through the movie and then took them out. The
buttholes on the cats.
On the cats, not just like appearing out of nowhere. That'd be weird. But on the cats. The internet found this out and have demanded. They said no more Snyder Cut. We'll have the Snyder Cut of Justice League later. We want the butthole cut of Cats. And I was all over the internet, Misty. I was all over the internet. Are we going to get the butthole cut of Cat? It's just funny to say. Say butthole cut.
Butthole cut.
That doesn't make it... Okay, well, I thought it brings giggles when I say it. But yeah, I was on the internet looking up information. I have to debunk it. Apparently, there is no butthole cut of Cats. According to the visual effects artist in charge of Cats, there were never shots of cats with buttholes, or at least by design, none that I saw anyway. However, there were a dozen or so shots where the skin and fur sim was groomed or just folded in a way that really, really looked like furry lady genitals and buttholes by accident. The task, as typical with heavy CG shows, fell on 2D to paint out the offending articles where it was brought up and spotted. Daily reviews were constant, awkward discussions of people plucking up the courage to point things like this out. Does that look like a fanny to you? I still want the cut. I still want to see this.
Does that look like a fanny to you? Or more properly, a butthole?
I think he's lying. I think there is a butt. Like, he's describing... It seems like he's describing that there's a butthole cut. But he's trying to paint it as like, oh no, we didn't actually put buttholes in there. You lie. You did. Will we see this butthole version of Cats?
I don't know.
That is the only way I will watch that piece of shit movie, is if there's a butthole cut. That's the only way I will watch it. Let's go to the comments. That sounds painful. Butthole cut, LOL. That girl looks kind of hot. The cat girl looks kind of hot. Proper wouldn't mind seeing the butthole cut, obviously. Oof, butthole cuts. She wanted to... Misty wanted to read the comments just so we could read butthole cut multiple times. But yeah, it's out there. So maybe we'll see it before the Snyder Cut of Justice League. I don't know. But we got 2 cuts going on in the world that we need to see. The butthole cut of Cats, which I think is still a thing. I do not believe this visual effects artist at all. I don't believe him. I think there's an actual butthole cut. And the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Now, remember when I told you you should watch Clone Wars? We did the 5 shows, but I told you if you are a huge fan of Star Wars, Mandalorian Season 2 announced that Ahsoka Tano will be played by Rosario Dawson. This character is Anakin Skywalker's pupil, and this will be the first time she's portrayed in live action. Now, if you remember Rise of the Skywalker, the part where Rey hears all those voices, not spoiling really anything, she just hears a bunch of voices at a certain section of the movie. One of the voices is Ahsoka Tano.
Oh, dang.
But it's not Rosario Dawson's voice, it's the voice actress's voice, obviously. But this will be the first time that she will be live action and being played by Rosario Dawson, who doesn't love Rosario Dawson. But it also asks the question, where the hell is Mandalorian Season 2 going, where we gotta have a live action... You know what I mean? Like, where is this season of Mandalorian Season 2 going? They ended things with freaking guy from Breaking Bad being a boss, just a boss, and the black lightsaber coming in. This is going to be awesome. Mandalorian Season 2 is going to be awesome. They announced this, and I was like, I'm sold. Here's my money, Disney. I gave them extra money for Disney Plus subscription. They said, no, you don't have to pay more than that. I said, no, $50 a month. Sorry, sweetie. But no, this is going to be awesome. Watch Clone Wars. Also watch Star Wars Rebels, because Ahsoka Tano pops up in there too. But if you want to know this character more, binge watch Clone Wars. It's very, very important, especially if you want to know about her before we get into Mandalorian Season 2. Also, Clone Wars is awesome, Star Wars Rebels is awesome, and Dave Filoni, the director and showrunner of both of those, also helps Jon Favreau on Mandalorian. So it's kind of linked.
Yeah.
And nothing will ruin the other. That's another big breaking move. Now, Fan Expo Part 3. We got Q&As, funny Q&As, and an interview with Zelda herself, Patricia Somerset. Guys, enjoy, and we will come back to the Nerd Alert Quarantine edition. Misty about to kick your ass for subbing Disney Plus again. I see it in her eyes. I see it in her eyes. Why do we have 4 Disney Plus accounts? Straight fire. So I'm going to let Misty beat me up. Enjoy these Q&As. Really funny moments. And yeah, just enjoy. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed all this fun stuff we filmed out on the showroom floor. We're going to go right ahead and cut to the infamous Fan Expo Dallas Q&As. Right here we got a bunch of Q&As to go over. So I hope you enjoy it. I think they'll enjoy it, right, Deadpool?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Raccoon Boy.
The stars at night are big and bright.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Put it together for William Shatner.
Look at you! Wow! You work out a lot? Every once in a while. What do you mean? Turn around. Come over. Come over. Make some muscle. Hold on. I can't take it this way. Is that heavy? That might be heavy for you. Look at that! All right! God, he's got my body. Do you work out a lot?
I watch a lot of Star Trek. It really gets me pumped, man.
Why the beard?
I just kept growing, and I thought, why not just keep going?
What does your wife or girlfriend say?
I hate it.
You see all these guys. I just saw, you know, this new Marvel movie that's out. It's made $1 billion, and they say, don't go see it until you see the others. And I never saw the others. So the other day, I went to Netflix and got one of the Marvel movies. And there is Chris Hemsworth, is that it? Yeah. With these giant arms. And I know that that's special effects, okay?
Do you think anything could have been
for an Emmy. I don't know whether you know that or not. Yeah. You know, those roasts are peculiar. Everybody, Leonard Nimoy, my dear friend, I said, I'm going on, he said, I'm not going on that. I said, Leonard, it's a thing. I went, no, Bill, you know what they do? I sort of hadn't seen them. I said, well, they roast you. No, Bill, they're awful. I'm not going anywhere near them. And he wouldn't come on because he knew what was going to happen. And it did. It happened. George Takei, who has no sense of humor whatsoever. So they give me a horse. I ride a horse into the introduction. Like I ride into this crowded room, 5 times more crowded than this one is. I ride a horse, and you don't know what the horse is going to do. I ride the horse, and I get on stage. And they give George the line, okay? And George says the line. I'm going to do the way George said it. Yes, Bill. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. It wasn't funny. Because he really meant it.
Oh, cheer off here. Belsnickel is here.
Have you been impish or admirable?
I am nigh, that's for sure. I'm very nigh.
Well, I have a question about Galaxy Quest. It's a while back. What was your favorite moment in participating in Galaxy Quest?
In Galaxy Quest?
Yeah.
Some people would call it the greatest Star Trek film. Next to Wrath of Khan, I would go with that. Wrath of Khan, Galaxy Quest. I remember when we came into Tim Allen's house, and he says like, "Can you guys help me find my shoes?" And then because we didn't know what shoes were as Thermians, so we kind of just improvised, kind of looking up in the ceiling, like it's like a balloon or something. So that was a lot of fun, and inventing the Thermian walk, which really was because those silver lame bodysuits were so tight that when you walked, you kind of had to do this. So the walk of the Thermian.
Out of all the characters that Dwight has kind of dressed up as, say, as example, Belsnickel or Cyclops, which one was your favorite?
Belsnickel, stand up. Impish or admirable? Get at it, okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to Nerd Alert on location right here at Fan Expo Dallas. If I would have known I was interviewing video game royalty today, I wouldn't have worn this vest, but I am. We're here. We're with Patricia Somerset.
All that we can hope is that the species will be strong enough to prosper on its own.
Do you play the games that you are in, and which is your favorite one?
Yeah, good question. I do play a lot of the games that I'm in. I'm in a lot more games than this, so I do not play all of the games, and I quite like indie games that I play. In the Zelda series, I've played the original, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and about like 35 hours of Breath of the Wild before it inundated my life, and I sort of live and breathe it every day in a little way, so but
maybe after the interview you can give me tips on how to beat Breath of the Wild. I'm so bad at it. Also, the next question is, what's coming up? What do you got going on in the future? Something you can tell us?
Oh, most of the stuff I can't talk about. I do have some fun games coming up for sure, and also I'm releasing a second album with my band called Somerset Band. That's super fun. We're on our 3rd mixes right now, probably going to be releasing in the fall. I'm trying to think of what else. No TV stuff coming up. Just did a part on Street Legal for their first season. That's fun. And then a lot of conventions, actually.
The flowers we have in Hyrule aren't just beautiful. They're also quite useful as ingredients for a variety of things.
Patricia, thank you so much for the interview and everything. I can't help but to love that Nerd Alert quarantine. I might just keep
the
it.
Little. I mean,
Extremely lime green jelly right here because y'all met her. That's the thing. That's the thing about Comic Cons. Like, you just go and you can just meet these people, and these people are just so nice. Patricia Somerset, we didn't know we were getting an interview with her.
no, we didn't.
That day. So like 30 minutes before that interview occurred, that's when we were told, hey, you can interview her.
Yeah.
Because like the whole weekend, everybody's Comic-Con handler, saying no. There's like a whole backstory between how that was. Basically, they have publicists, and then they have con handlers, and the con handlers are local, and they're really just like freaking. I can't really describe how they were. Authoritative.
They're hardcore.
Very protective.
They're hardcore. Yeah.
To share a story, so like we're gonna share. Yeah, why not? We're at the closing moments of the show. Let's share this story. So the press box was right above catering. So if you were to go to the con, you'd see the whole lineup of like celebrity booths where you can get your autograph and all that. But behind that is the catering and where the celebrities hang out, and then above in a room is the press box, and we were in the press box taking a break between segments, and we saw this flooded crowd in con because you could see the whole con.
We just happened to look at the convention center floor, and we were in awe of all of the people.
There's like thousands, so we grabbed the camera and we got a big shot of the crowd. I think it's in one of those segments actually where you could see all the crowd. Well, then I put the camera down. Apparently, Finn Wolfhard's people were below in the catering, and they looked up, and they saw us scan the crowd. And all of a sudden, this dude from Comic-Con walks in, and he's really nice, and he's like, freaked them out. We got to close the windows.
Okay.
It was that type of thing. But then, like, minutes later, we met Luke Cage. So we were...
we did meet Mike Coulter.
We were really bummed out, and then we like went down and we were just walking around, and there was just Mike Coulter just like fucking just chilling. We were just like, oh, let's go over there and meet him. So it had its good experiences, and we had our our whatever kind of experiences. But
whenever we were looking at the replica of the cruiser, the Star Wars, the Millennium Falcon, who was it that we saw?
John Barrowman.
Oh yeah,
Captain Jack.
Because we had. Oh yeah. And
you know him from Arrow. He played oh god, who'd he play in Arrow? What's his name?
I don't remember.
He played Stephen Amell's. He's like the main villain of the first and second season of Arrow, and I think he comes back. I don't know. I didn't watch that much Arrow, but John Barrowman's in Arrow, all that stuff. He was playing around in the Star Wars stuff. He has Handler with him.
Yeah.
John Barrowman looked very friendly. Handler did not.
We wanted to walk up to him and say hello.
Malcolm Merlin, exactly.
But we decided against it. I think that's what happened. But I was just like, oh my god, we're like feet from him, because the year before we had taken a picture with him.
Mm-hmm.
We had
and it's still on our fridge.
Oh my gosh, and it was like such an amazing picture. It's probably one of my favorite ones.
He's got huge hands.
Huge hands.
Huge fucking hands.
Like,
that was the one thing to take away from that whole experience. Like, this guy's got...
It's like he was bear hugging us.
I'll throw up the picture.
There it is.
I'll throw up the picture.
There it is. That was...
I'm just gonna show his hands real quick.
Oh
here.
my gosh.
I'll save this as Barrowman, and we'll add it into the scene.
But yeah, like, we're just... I absolutely love John Barrowman. He is such a great guy.
He's a fantastic person. We were able to have a little bit of a conversation with him. I don't remember what our conversation was.
I think he was... Are you talking about when we took the picture?
When we took the picture, but when we met him the day before at his booth. So here's John Barrowman. As you can see, look at his hands. I want you to specifically look at his right hand.
Yeah.
And how it just covers Misty's whole body. Also, I look great in that picture.
Both
I don't
of
know
us.
what happened to that Dan. That Dan looks fit and like, oh, there's no such thing as COVID. That's what that Dan
Both
is.
of us look
Both
amazing
of us are
in
just,
that picture.
we do. What happened to us? The drugs.
The
Any-
drugs. The being
Drugs.
shut-ins.
Methamphetamine. No, but his hands are massive in
Yeah.
that. Also, fun fact, if you ever watch, what's that Mel Brooks musical?
Oh gosh.
Fucking
The Producers.
The Producers. You watch the Producers movie with Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick. John Barrowman is the blonde Nazi that opens up the musical in The Producers with Mel Brooks. Just giving you a little tidbit of info on who he is, but mostly known for Doctor Who and Malcolm Merlin in Arrow. But yeah, huge hands. Huge hands. Huge hands. Absolutely huge. You're also small people, so perspective is definitely something that needs to be kept in mind. No. These hands are huge. These hands are huge. You had to see them in person, Eric. Look. I can look. My hands aren't big. Her hands definitely aren't big. But for a hand to cover a whole
My entire torso.
is pretty big hands.
And half of Dan's torso.
Thinking about big hands.
He got big hands.
Big hands. Big hands.
And he's just a super nice guy. Super nice and engaging, and what I mean, we did get to meet Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes like the year before that.
Which, by the way, I didn't make a scene of it, but Kevin Smith did announce that in this isolation he is working on Clerks 3 and Mallrats 2. He's working on those scripts, so we're gonna see him. We're gonna get those finally.
I love Clerks 2 was fantastic. And the fact that there's going to be a sequel to Mallrats.
Clerks 3, Mallrats 2. Mm-hmm. Rosario Dawson in Clerks 2.
I love Rosario Dawson, by the way. Like, I've been in love with her probably since either Josie and the Pussycats or Clerks 2.
I mean, he looks like an absolute sweetheart. Anytime I've seen him outside of his characters. Dude, the guy is great.
Oh,
the guy is just an amazing person.
And then Robin Lord Taylor. We got to meet Robin
From
Lord
Gotham.
Taylor, who plays Penguin from Gotham. He was so nice. Oh my god.
We're going to try to go back to Dallas Fan Expo, do that again, but obviously with COVID and everything, we'll see. I mean, we even if it's back on this year, we got to look at our schedule, see if we can even go on the new lineup, the new weekend. But we're definitely going to go back and do more of these Fan Expo specials, because one thing I've learned, it's great for when you're in the middle of a pandemic and you just need to put out content. Bada bang, here we are.
we met way more people when we had press passes than when we went as fans.
Mm-hmm.
I think it maybe had something to do with the fact that the one we went to, we've been to 2 as fans, haven't we? And
We've
one
been to
as press.
2 as fans, 1 as press.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess we kind of had like this buying a crap load of t-shirts phase during the first one, and it was
not
also
just t-shirts, just buying a lot of stuff.
It was also my first Comic-Con. But anyway, we didn't really spend very much money. We had press passes, so we just had our camera and we were just talking to people and
it was
getting to know them and shooting.
It was Misty. They want to talk to Misty. You could see what I was wearing on each day. No one wants to talk to me. I'm a 30-year-old in a Joker vest. No one wants to talk to me. They see Misty, they're like, oh, okay. No, this is a normal person. We trust her. This guy in the Joker vest, I don't know how old he is, because he has gray hair and a baby face. That guy's a little weird. This girl, we trust. But we're definitely going to go back and do some more segments.
Yeah.
Because just watching all that, again, just reminded me how fun it was with Narcy and going out and doing that. It was exhausting. Very fucking exhausting.
But it was so rewarding.
But it was so rewarding in the end. Anyway, speaking of which,
hobbits, man.
you'll notice that we are wearing our merchandise.
We're out of focus too.
We are out of focus. Hold on, I can fix that.
We're out of focus.
I can fix that. She's like all saying, put us in focus. Let's get the merch in focus. Boom. Come on. Oh God. Oh, we broke it.
What?
I love that noise. Anyway, I got my Keep Running shirt, which God, if I was still doing comedy shows, these Keep Running shirts would be selling because it's a guy running away from the Grim Reaper.
And then
running away
I
from
have
death.
got. Sorry, I can't. What? I have no room.
I can just move the camera to Junior.
I have no
Nerd Alert shirt.
I've got a Nerd Alert shirt on here. This is like with the sports. I don't know. It's one of the sporty.
One of the sports tees.
Yeah.
You can get them at dandanzy.com, or if you're on Twitch right now, there should be a link under. There should be like a little presentation under the video. Help us out. She's still working. All my shows are postponed.
Yeah.
And when you buy a shirt from an online store, it also helps out our friend Will Johnson, the designer of both of these logos. He's out of work right now because of COVID. So anything you do, you want a shirt, buy it. Helps us all out.
Thank you.
We all need to be taking care of each other during this crazy, crazy time. And that's really what this episode was. We were showing businesses and companies that are really taking a hit right now, not being able to go to cons. Wife has been wearing the one Misty has on lately. Hell yeah!
I love this shirt. I really do. It's so
really
comfortable.
She really does. It doesn't show, but she's been sleeping in that shirt now for like 3 or 4 fucking days. I've been meaning to talk to her about it, but no, it's
rude.
Yes. But yeah, if you could. Go get a shirt if you want to donate to the channel in any way, shape, or form. You can bits, sub, whatever, or just direct PayPal donation right below in the Twitch. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, go to twitch.tv/Red Nebula Pictures. Help us out. We're going to produce more content and more while we're quarantined. I'm going to be making sketch videos again, doing what I can. My Keep Running shirt is hanging up in our closet. I swear to God, this would be selling like hotcakes right now. I swear it would be. I come up with a brilliant shirt, and then I can't sell it during a time where everyone needs to keep running from death. Isn't that ironic? Don't you think? Alanis Morissette reference.
Just share the link.
Go share the link.
Share the link if you
go ahead.
Already have a shirt. Or can't afford to buy one.
If you already have a shirt, tell your friends about the shirt. I don't know. But this has been Season 4, Episode 11, Quarantine Edition of Nerd Alert. We made it, guys. It was an hour and 45-minute episode today. Gotta thank a bunch of people. Kit for his free link for you guys and us. All the free stuff. Sturdy, Stephanie, Eric, Proper, who else came in? Dr. Love Cherry, freaking everybody on Facebook, Zach, I can't name everybody. Everybody came in and checked it out today. There, I told my friend about the shirt. All right, up top. But yeah, do what you can. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Might be on Final Fantasy 14 later. I'm not sure. Maybe. I might, maybe, I don't know. But sometime this weekend, we'll be streaming. Picked up Call of Duty Warzone, played a little bit of that today. We'll definitely be playing that more. That's really fun. But guys, for Nerd Alert, Season 4, Episode 11, Quarantine Edition. God, that's a long title. I'm Dan.
I'm Misty.
And we'll see you next week. Peace out, guys.